Might need to. Take a squiz at the camera for me, Jules. Yeah, you're right.
Wrong thing that I clicked on. Budgie Smugglers. I'll just click on.
Sick.
We good?
So good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Budgie Smugglers. We are back. I'm comedian Jeremy Dooley, joined as always by fellow comedian Stevie B, Stephen Bradshaw.
Oh my God, it's a monster week in sport in Melbourne in particular. The footy's back, the NRL's back, F1's in town this week.
You've got a collar on, you're dressed up.
Yes, thank you.
That's back.
Yeah, that's the first time I've done that ever on this show. The Asia Cup's on across Australia. It's a big time. And Opetaia's got the first ever Zuffa World title fight on this weekend. It is all happening. But before we get into the sport, Jules, it's been a big week off the field for us. Lots of gigs and whatnot happening. How's your week been?
Yes, back with a vengeance. It's been good the last few weeks to just, eased into the year, and now it's like bang, let's get stuck in. So I was at the iconic Esplanade Hotel. I'll say
As
that
it's
again.
well known.
The Esplanade Hotel. I was going to say Espy, and then I changed it.
Yeah.
I was too late.
I saw what you did there.
Too late in the
happens.
piece. I think it's technically called Hotel Esplanade.
It is. But no one's ever called it that since about 1924.
Yeah.
But Hotel Esplanade, aka the Espy.
Yeah.
What a room.
It was great. Gershwin
No,
room.
your first time there. Was it better or worse than the last gig you did there?
It was a hot show. These were hot shows, big audiences.
I know.
And it was good because working with Goundry but then also having people being like, oh, I'm on the show to come and watch me as well.
Yes.
So like that's always cool. Not so cool when they somehow figure out how to get backstage and are just like, yeah, you guys, I'm such a big fan. It's like, we're literally about to go out on stage.
No security at the gig.
No, not at all. So they were good. Great shows. Yeah, good.
I learnt something from those shows.
What, from which shows?
From those two SB shows.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Which is if you or Goundry or a friend of yours, anyone you know is doing a show at an iconic venue, rock up there, take some photos on stage and with them, and then everyone will think that you also did the show at the SB.
Hello, Zach Riley.
We had a gig together, and I was like, wow, how was the gig at the SB? That looked awesome. And he's like, I didn't actually, I just got there really early so I could take photos. And so it looked like, I was like, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So that's something I'm going to do from now on, which is very good.
Oh, poor Zach. He really wanted to get on stage as well. It was like through dropping all the hints. It's like, sorry, bro. We've got a time frame here.
Well, because I saw the show in Geelong because I was already in Geelong. And I was so hungover, I had no desire to get on stage at all. So much so that I was wearing a hat and shorts, which is the universal sign for don't put this fucking guy on. And then Goundry threw me up anyway just to do a bit of announcing and MC and crowd hyping stuff. So that was nice. But yes, it's a very interesting trick and it can work a hell of a lot of the time.
It can work. If you're at a gig as a comedian and, there's maybe only 2 people on the lineup and the other comedians are like, oh, we might chuck you on.
Yeah.
If there's time, generally you'll get on. But definitely the the hat and shorts. I once was at a gig purely to watch, and it was at Bendy Comedy Club. Bendy Comedy. I don't know. It was at the Bendigo Hotel.
Yoga studio
in
gig,
Collingwood.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see what you did there. And
did some good yoga material.
Yeah,
Weekend,
did you really?
I wouldn't say it was good, but they laughed.
Was it downward dog shit?
That was good, actually.
But I rocked up to this gig. I'd had 2 beers, and I don't drink before I get on stage. It was midsummer. I had a singlet, shorts, and thongs on.
Oh no!
And then I was with my partner, and we were just there to watch. I think we were there to watch a mate, and then the promoter's like, "Hey, I've had a couple of last minute dropouts and someone's running late. Can you get on and do 15 minutes?"
Oh, in thongs.
I was in thongs, shorts, and a singlet, and I was not ready. I was not thinking about gig. Got up there and did the set to basically kill time.
Yeah.
Not really my gig because it's intentionally like a dark show.
You should have done an a cappella version of Bloke by Chris Franklin.
Oh, is that what you did?
No, that if you're in thongs and a singlet
true.
and stuff, that's the universal uniform for that.
Pretty much know all the words. Having toured with the great man, and he does it every show.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't you? If you've got an ARIA, a chart-topping hit single,
he played at the MCG in front of like 60, 70,000 people.
What was it, like 98 or
Whenever
something?
it came out.
Wow.
Which is pretty well. I tell you one thing, the Espy, good pub menu.
Oh, very good pub.
I had the chicken roll.
What's the chicken roll?
It's I don't know. It's
You're on a Ripper Roll fiend.
I know,
lately.
and it's not like a Ripper roll or a Rooster roll, but it kind of is. Like it's
chicken in a roll.
Long, soft roll, chicken.
Yep.
I think there's a bit of bacon, bit of like fried garlic on top, some garnishy stuff, and it comes with 2 potato cakes. Home, like proper, like hand cut, fresh.
I tell you what, when I see mini potato cakes on the entree menu at any pub, I am getting them.
And they were great, like probably the size of the palm, maybe 3/4 of the palm of my hand. It was awesome. I was into that. That was really good.
Very good, very good.
How's your week? You had some huge shows.
I had a huge show, and
Big
I had
Geelong
a lot of
run.
other shows. I did a big Geelong run on Tuesday. I had quite the week, Dills.
Okay, what?
Because last Saturday, if you remember from last week, I was talking about performing in front of 700-800 people.
That's
at
right,
the
the Capitol Theatre.
The following Tuesday, after we spoke, I performed in one of I think the best venue in terms of potential.
Okay.
At the Tuesday night thing in North Melbourne, that little room down the Central Club Hotel.
I thought you were going to say the Comics Lounge.
No,
Club Voltaire.
Just that little place. No, Central Club Hotel.
Okay.
It's this beautiful downstairs type of a jazz room. It's like a New York style room. It's perfect. So I went down there and performed in front of 2 people.
Oh yeah, were they other comedians?
No, there was other comedians there, but 2 actual. I don't count comedians as when I do crowd numbers.
Barely human.
No, and so I was like, wow, that was a bit of a drop. And then so I was like, it was roughly 698 less people, and then on Thursday I was like, wow, we'll scrub Tuesday off the back. That's just part of the game. That happens. It happens. I was just there to try some new material I'd written that day. Some of it I wrote on the tram ride there. It was fine. Then I get to Thursday. It's a great gig. The Nash. You did it last month, didn't you?
It was hot. We had probably
Dave O'Neill,
40, 50 people in there.
Exactly. So
it was a hot show.
Did that in front of one guy. Thank you, Ed, for coming.
Was it Ed Sheeran? He's in town.
No, it was Edwin. He definitely wasn't. Edwin.
Okay.
Guess what color he was?
Filipino.
Black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not too many black Edwins.
No.
But, so that was that. So I was like, well, this is going well. Then, of course, like I said, I wouldn't count Friday as a gig. I was just helping out, getting the people all hyped up. And then...
how'd you go with your gig to Edwin? Was he a good laugher?
There's nothing worse. See, here's the only thing worse to performing in front of one person is being the MC to a gig in front of one person. But I tell you what, all the comedians, we went up and we just had fun. I was just riffing. I didn't really do any material or anything, just kind of addressing the situation. There were quite a few open micers, and all the comedians sat around to make it feel like a gig. And it actually was a pretty fun night, and it was a bit of a trial type situation. So we made the best of it because it was very, they could have just called the show off. Edward could have gone, stuff this. The comedians could have gone, nah, I'm not performing in front of one person.
Totally.
That would totally be reasonable. Everyone said, you know what? We've made the trip down here. Let's make the most fun we can. Let's try out some new stuff. Let's rip. So there was twice as many people at the Tuesday gig. The Thursday gig was much better.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then Friday, then Saturday, I had the pleasure of opening for Bron Lewis to just a monster. It was a packed house, 60, 70 people in a yoga studio.
Of course, where all good comedy happens.
And hot crowd.
Was it hot yoga?
One of the biggest. It was so hot in that effing room. Luckily there was a break, so they upped the air conditioning and opened the door. But when I was up there, you've had this before. You had it in. You were talking last week about swamp pants and up in Darwin. I'm drenched. At one stage, I'm like, is this a fucking Bikram yoga studio? And then it was so hot in there, everyone laughed. But no, it was good to have just an absolute. When you've had a couple of gigs where you're like, what's happening? And then you just have an absolute murder. And then obviously working with Bron Lewis, who hadn't seen me perform before. That was a nice feeling for to have a murder in front of her. And then the other best part, mutual friend and a former Budgie Smuggler guest on this song, running coach and internet sensation.
Which was a shock to everyone that he's a running coach.
Yeah, exactly.
No one knew that.
Based on his answer to some of your questions, I think he was shocked that he was a running coach. So he and did a great job.
Tyson Popplestone,
that is. Sorry. And he jumped up and his wife was literally in labor with their third child. And he came to the gig. Not only did he MC it, he went over his time.
Of course.
And then I said, don't worry, we'll take a break. I can bring Bron back on. I can do a couple of minutes, warm him back up and bring on the person everyone's here to see. And then he was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to stick around. And so he did. Because it was one of those things where it's like, this is such a fun gig. And then, good on Tyson Popplestone.
Yeah. Really excited to be a dad for the third time.
Yeah, exactly. So it was good. So there were some jokes about that. There's some jokes about yoga. Here's a joke I didn't think was going to work, Jules.
Okay.
And nor should it have, which was like...
Can't wait for this.
I don't know if I'm the right guy to be doing a gig in a yoga studio. I had an ex-girlfriend yell at me once because I thought vinyasa was a chicken curry. I wrote that out the back and I was like, this is the hackiest pile of shit. This is the hackiest pile of shit ever. But, if I delivered it so over the top, I thought the crowd would get behind. And they did. They lost it, Jules. And then, do you want to know what the tag was? Because I thought it would bomb. I was going into it with a presumptive bomb, but like a cheeky, silly one. And then I said, I'm sorry, that joke was a bit of a stretch. They won again, Jules. You love a shit joke. I was so happy to tell you. I never tell jokes on the podcast, but I'm like, these are two of the shittest jokes. Not just I've ever written, anyone's ever written. And it went so well, I tried them again at the gig the next night, and they got the reaction they fucking deserved, which is nothing.
There's nothing like context jokes being taken out of that context.
So the only change I made was last night I had a gig at a yoga studio, and then verbatim did them again. And then I was like, how did they not work? It went great last night.
That's good.
But yeah, it's been fun.
How good is Bron Lewis? Is just a killer on
absolute
stage.
Killer.
Absolute
all killer.
murderer.
She's like literally sold out every bloody show she has across Australia. I was talking about it with Zach Riley yesterday, and she only won Raw in 2002. 22,
yeah.
So like 3
recently,
years.
yeah.
So she's real inspiration, like Gandry, and like you and I are to most of the Melbourne comedy scene. I'll tell you what's been fun. Getting back into the open mic, because I haven't been open micing much. I took a bit of time off from the mics in December, January.
Big dogging it.
I was big dogging it a little bit. Still am, but you still got to show the little fellas a bit of love. And so I've been going back trying out new stuff, and I'm bumping into a bunch of open micers that I haven't seen in maybe a month or so. And they all want to know, how's Dooley doing with all this drama? Which we didn't really explain, so we won't go into, but it's been fun just chatting to people and then hearing their side, what they've been hearing and stuff. And it's all very pro Dooley, of course, as you've probably heard. But
it's one of those things where sometimes you just keep your mouth shut, and then the truth comes out in very obvious ways, and vindicated.
Higher roads taken. Any other news of the last week or so?
My little fella turned 1.
He did. I couldn't believe you put a post up about that. I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah,
because that feels. I remember one of our first episodes, or our first episode. He was due that week.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. So he's won.
Little
that
Zeppy.
was
You posted a photo of him. I can't believe how big he is.
He's big. He's at you have to go at different intervals to see the maternal health nurse, the baby nurse and stuff. And as soon as they always weigh them, and as soon as we walked in, they're like, well, he's definitely not underfed because he's a big 1-year-old. So that's fun. It's got my appetite.
Yeah, it's got your appetite.
Hey, I got a good question from an audience member.
Yeah, let's lay it on me.
From Jonathan at the SB. It was a footy question.
Oh, that's apropos.
Yeah, he's like, mate, I listened to the pod. It's very funny. He's seen you perform. I think possibly at Comedy Festival when you opened for me for that week.
Oh, yep. Yeah,
I think. And
probably saw me murder.
Yeah, well, I mean, you did all week. It was a hot week of shows.
It was a fun week of shows.
And he asked, he's like, I'm not going to ask a comedy question. He's like, I want a footy question.
Yep. Love it, Johnny.
You can't pick a player from your team that you support. So you, St Kilda, me, Richmond. But if you were to start a team with today's players, who's your first pick?
Well, now that he's got rid of all the distractions, I'd go Lachie Neale. It's hard to go if I'm starting from.
If you're starting from scratch, you've got the number 1 draft pick of all of the players, bar St Kilda players.
Yeah. Yep.
Who are you picking?
I just think because he's a unicorn, Sam Darcy.
Sam Darcy.
Because I think when it gets back around to my second pick, there's still going to be plenty of high level. All-Australian level type midfielders, but there's not going to be any more those tall forward types. So say we're doing a snake draft or something like that. And to really build a football team, not fantasy points or whatever, that's who I would go because, I don't know, what are there, 5 maybe good proper good tall forwards in the competition?
Yeah, probably.
And there's probably about 30 to 40 really, really top-tier midfield types. So, that's my answer. Yourself?
I'd go Matt Rowell.
Matt Rowell, absolutely. Start him off in the engine room.
Yeah, he's a coach's dream. He runs both ways, country and western. He wins the hard ball. He's not going to get you, 35, 40 touches a game, but he'll get you 25 to 30 impactful touches a game. He'll kick goals. He'll do the chase down tackles. He'll do the team lifting moments when they need it. And, I thought about Das, the Das hole. Hello to Sam Darcy, former Oakley Charger as well. But they need someone to kick the ball to them.
Yes.
So that's why I went with a midfielder because they're the ones who's going to get their hands there at the coalface, and Matt Rowell is the one who you want. He does all the team lifting things. He collects Sherrins. Do you know that? That's his hobby away from footy.
Vintage, different styles.
If there's different, advertising on it, or if it says something different logos, he collects them.
I love
Red
that.
ones, yellow ones, the whole shebang.
I love to hear that from a AFL footballer because that means like it's not. There's a lot of AFL players that got drafted high because they had all the talent in the world, but then maybe they get a bit of money, they get a bit of fame, and then they're not maybe as passionate about the game as you need to be to make it. He's a number 1 pick, so not only did he have all the talent, but he has a real passion for the game. So I love
huge passion. So I remember in the under-18s that when I was on staff at Oakley, we played in Tassie, and I can't remember why, but Rowley wasn't in the team, possibly injured. And we had to get a footy for him from Tassie because it had some like Tassie stuff on it, and he didn't have one. So, yeah, there you go.
Love to hear that.
Gun rally.
All right, that was a question from Jonathan Rao, Matt's dad. Should we get into some sport, Jules?
Oh, let's do it.
Oh, my goodness. I'll let you kick things off, so to speak.
Yes, the Matildas. It is the Asian Cup, and the Tillies beat the Philippines 1-0 last night. Sam Kerr scoring the winning goal, first international goal in a few years. She's back, on home turf. It was a beautiful secondary header as well. Just bang, just powered it through. It was a fantastic goal.
Is she back in her fullest form?
I wouldn't say fullest form. I'd say, she's definitely not at the peak of her powers and probably on the other side of the peak of her powers, but she's still that good that, she's got they talk about the, the gravitational pull of certain players, and she's definitely got that. When she's making a run, all the defenders are like, we got to go over there. So her being there opens up space for the others.
Love to hear that. So we've got Asia Cup. We'll dominate that. When is the FIFA Women's World Cup? Is that every second 2 years after? Is it in the middle?
I think so. Yeah. From memory. I'm trying to think what years. Maybe. Yeah, probably not next year, the year after, if I think about when that tour was. So I remember being in a pub. I was on tour at the time, coincidentally, with Jared Gandry. We were somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Terang, I think. And we're about to start the show, but the Matildas had that penalty shootout, that famous penalty shootout. So we delayed the start of the show because no one wanted to take their seats. And to be fair, I didn't want to start the show because I wanted to watch the penalty shootout. And I think that was 2023, actually.
So next year, maybe.
Maybe. It's definitely one of the years coming.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 years ago. Yeah. No, it was. It definitely was. So you're right. I think it's next year. Also, just while we're on soccer, because I remembered, what's his name? Mohamed Toure? Is that his name?
Mo Toure, yeah.
Mo Toure injured himself.
Yeah, a bit of a groin.
Yeah, what happened there?
He's in a rich vein of form. He got subbed off after 9 minutes for Norwich. And, not good for the next window. He'll miss those games, but should be right for the World Cup.
And then just to wrap it up, Tottenham look like they're a good chance to get relegated. Is this true?
I mean, look, the way they're going, it's like, and they're still somehow blaming Ange for things. It's like, mate, Ange was not the issue.
He got you a trophy.
Ange got you a trophy, kept you up, went all in. If you backed him, You
wouldn't be in this stinker of a mess because you're a small little team. Moving over to a different sport, Jules. Hannah Green, one of our favourites on the Budgie Smugglers.
Yeah.
She's won the Women's World Championship Singapore. And, of course, what sport, Jules?
Golf.
Yes.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Yes, I knew that.
I thought you did. She's been in our power rankings before. She has. So
I don't listen much to the power rankings.
No, I know. You're usually answering emails and letting the lovely partner know you're coming home soon. But no, she's won it. She did it. She won the it's the Women's World Championship in Singapore, and she almost choked it towards the end, but dragged it back in, and well done on one of our favourites, the only podcast in the world covering this stuff, Hannah Green.
My next guess was going to be darts.
Ooh, that's a good darts name.
Yeah. And
Hannah the Green Machine.
Yeah. And then my next guess after that would have been diving. Don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. If I was Hannah Green's, because this is what we do at the Budgie Smugglers this year, is just try and get brand deals for predominantly for ourselves. But Hannah Green, the best, I think you can pitch one as well, but I think Hannah Green should team up with Sportsbet, and then she can formally change her name to Hannah Green Tick. You know how you get the ticks and the multis?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's something I'll do if when I'm watching the footy. I was watching footy on the weekend, and I was just like, I'd see little flying Liam Ryan kick a goal. I'm like, there's a green tick.
Yep.
There's a green tick for the multi.
That's what you want. You want the green ticks.
You want the green ticks.
Yep. There you go. Or she could do lawn bowls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change her name to bowling.
Yeah. Hannah Green Bowls. Yeah, I like that. Hannah Barefoot Green Bowling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Partner up with the Fitzroy Bowls Club. Yeah, I like that one.
Bowling green.
Yeah. You know what sport does go with green? Golf.
Yeah. Does. Putting. Maybe she can change her name instead of Hannah to putting. Is that what they call it? The
Hannah
putting
the
green?
putting green. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, few ideas for you, Hannah. No one else is doing the work for you. So,
does Hannah Green currently have a nickname?
if you can look that up, we can. I'll start talking about the next part, which is what could it? It has to be the machine, Hannah Green machine.
No.
Oh no,
I'll give you 5 guesses.
I've already guessed a few.
Yeah.
Hannah Mean Green.
No.
The Mean Green putting machine.
No.
The Mean Green is it not Mean Green? Is it?
No. There's no mean or green.
The Hannah Greens in regulation.
No. You got 2 more guesses.
Hannah no, that's nah, I'm done. 3's pretty good.
Hulk.
Oh, because it's green.
No,
Not
'cause
even she.
The
Hulk?
H in Hannah stands for Hulk.
Oh, you can't. You can't even use that as a nickname.
Is often referred to as Greenie.
That's so. Come on, guys. We can do
Golfers,
better than that.
they got
You
a
can't
lot
be-
of time between doing things in golf. Have some some brainstorms between holes.
You may have noticed there's no MMA. I tried to combine. I tried to do what you did with the Esplanade. I tried to say MMA and UFC in the same word, but there's no one in MMA or boxing with the nickname Hulk because the Hulk is trademarked by Hulk Hogan, now deceased, and he had to take Marvel to court to get the rights to the name.
There you go.
You learn something every day on the Budgie Smugglers that you couldn't care less about.
One of the all-time
Speaking about things,
great blokes.
he's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're excited for this.
So speaking about
Tell us
good blokes
about
no one
this.
cares about.
The NRL kicking off in Vegas.
Oh, baby, the NRL was in Vegas on the weekend.
Yeah.
Played a couple of games, I believe.
Did they?
Yep.
Cool. Who played?
Sea Eagles? Cowboys?
Definitely, it was possible.
Do you think Manly Sea Eagles missed? I'm just going to change the conversation if that's all right, because that's about as far as I got with NRL. Manly Sea Eagles is a stupid name, isn't it? It should be like the Manly Men.
Manly Sea Eagles sounds like someone's commenting on a type of bird.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very manly sea eagle.
Yeah, it's not my guy. What
He's
else
got
could it be?
denim shorts on. A polo shirt tucked in. What's
Did
going
that
on?
Sea Eagle just open up a bottle with a lighter?
Did that sea eagle just slap some soil at Bunnings? It's going around slapping bags of mulch.
That Sea Eagle just mow my lawn?
Did that sea eagle see you mow your lawn and be like, hey, you're going to do mine next?
The Manly Men? I kind of like the Manly Men.
It sounds like it could be, it's like Magic Mike, but it's
little
like
bit.
it's like the local football version of Magic Mike. If that's the AFL, it's like, yeah, Sam Zito probably could have gotten into the Manly Men.
He definitely could have. The Manly, because there's that song from Mel Brooks's Robin Hood Men in Tights. The Manly Men in Tights, and they could play in tights.
Well, men
Which
in
is-
tights. Tights.
Between the Manly Sea Eagles and Hannah Green, we've done some great rebranding on this episode. And we're not even speaking about rebranding tools. It's your
Mackay Diva has passed away. Of course,
R.I.P. the goat horse.
once upon a time, the winner of Australia's best female athlete.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it did not, did it?
I'm pretty sure that was Mackay Diva.
Please look that up.
Yep.
But Mackay, it is sad if you're a big horse fan. No, this guy is who has two thumbs and is a huge horse fan, this fucking guy. But Makybe Diva passes away at age 26, 27. Far too young, if you ask me. Still had a couple of races in her left. Have we found out the stat on that? Not yet?
No, I'll find it.
Did you just vote for it one year, maybe? But the goat of horses, I want from you, after you've looked this up, Australia's top 5 sporting animals, Dools.
Oh, I mean, they've got to be all horses.
Well, I'm trying to think outside the box. Like, surely there was a competitive boxing kangaroo.
Probably. Yeah.
Or maybe like an emu or something. They do frog races up in cane toad races up in
That's
Cairns.
True. So we just go on as the best sporting animals as in a breed, or we go on specific names?
I think we should just go breed because it will just be a lot of us looking up names of animals that no one cares about. But I think, cane toad racing. It was
Black Caviar that won the Sportswoman of the Year.
Yeah, well, that was more to do with race than gender, I believe.
Race because it runs.
Oh yeah, no,
that's what
I was.
Yeah.
No, I was definitely going black.
Okay, Australia's best sporting animals.
All right, horses.
Yeah, horses.
Greyhounds.
Kangaroos.
Yep.
Cane toads.
Yeah. Do they race emus?
Probably. Emus. Camels.
Oh, camel races.
Camels.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the territory they do camels.
There you go. There's a free
cockroaches. I think they do cockroaches.
That's a free top 5, not included in your subscription
not the
price.
top 5, but there you go.
It's a top 5.
Yeah.
I want to get your thoughts on this, Dools. The AFL this season, opening round starting this weekend. I'm excited. I'm going. The AFL will allow umpires to view players' statistics before voting in the Brownlow medal after each match. Assumingly to avoid the embarrassment of such things as Naz not getting 3 votes where he had 40 touches, 4 goals, and 2 of those goals were in the last minute of the game to win the game, and they gave it instead to Jack Viney, who did nothing. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm a bit torn by that because some players get a lot of empty touches where they don't do anything, and then some players, you're going to get a player who might get it 40 times and they're just kind of sideways handballs and kicks, and a player who gets the ball 18 to 20 times and it's like they kick 4 goals, they break the game open. Yeah. It's like who's had more of an impact. So you don't want it to be too swayed by stats. But again, there are things like that where like Wanganeen Miller was the best player on the field but didn't get the votes.
My issue probably, I'm with you as well. I think it will stop those egregious ones. It's a breakaway from tradition, which I think we do too much because ultimately it didn't really have an impact on the night. No. Gave us all something to talk about. But my biggest issue is, are we going to have more Tom Mitchell types winning who's not a worthy winner? But again, in hindsight, it would have rectified the most egregious Brownlow winner ever, which was Shane Woden, who beat Scott West, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Was it Scott West? No. Someone like that. But anyway, I think there's pros and cons, but yeah. I don't know if I like it or not. Yeah, we won't know. We won't know until a week before the grand final, I guess.
What you will see happen, though, is that the AFL will then come up with some other rule to rectify the result of this rule. That's what they do.
Did you watch any of the preseason matches to get a look at the new rules?
Nah. I don't have KO.
We talked about this last week.
And I refuse to pay for it. Like, you shouldn't have to pay for footy, I don't think.
Yeah.
So, nah.
There's a statement brought to you by the Manly Men. That's the most dad statement.
Shouldn't have to pay for footy. It's un-Australian.
It's un-Australian to play for footy. I love it.
Un-Australian. All right, fire off. This is your boy, Jai Opetaia.
Jai Opetaia is fighting Brandon Glanton for the inaugural Zuffa Cruiserweight Championships. Cruiserweights are the new, basically the new heavyweights, because the heavyweights are duds. And it's the first ever Zuffa boxing promotion. Zuffa, of course, owners and former owners and runners of the UFC. The president is Dana White. They know a bit about promotion. I think they're hoping to kind of simplify boxing because it is a hodgepodge and a bit of a mess. I was listening to something today. There's something like 68 titles across 13 divisions at the moment, and Zuffa want to bring it more in line with UFC. And our own Jai Opetaia, also Polynesian, so he's my favourite boxer, undefeated. And they've kind of given him Brandon Glanton as like just a punching bag, just for Jai to show off his stuff. Do you have any excitement in this at all, Jules?
Not really.
Not really?
Nah.
I think this might be the time for the Budgie Smugglers to get on board with boxing.
I could do that. Yeah.
Because everything else has been an absolute farce. There's the Rafa stuff is a farce. There's the Werribee Open Range Zoo boys. They're not giving us much.
Jai's probably the best, most like straight down the line. It's he's committed, and we love that.
Exactly.
Did he play rugby?
Surely, a Samoan from Greater Western Sydney. I will bet everything I own that he played at least one rugby league season.
Okay, here we go. He was born in Sydney to an Australian mother and a Samoan father. Comes from a boxing family of 4 generations on his father's side and 3 generations on his mother's side, as well as sharing notable relations to Australia's greatest ever football scorer,
Tony Lockett?
Tim Cahill. All boxing.
Okay, he would have played at least some school footy. Yeah, so I'm pumped for that.
I'm into him now that I know that he's all boxing. He's not just some like NRL guy.
No,
who's hit
definitely
pads
not.
once and thought, you know what, I can be a boxer. It's like, pads don't hit back, bro.
No. And he's related to, is that
Tim Cahill,
favorite Aussie player of all time? Who's your
greatest Socceroo of all time?
I think he is, but who's your favourite Socceroo? That's different. Is it John Aloisi? You like him a lot.
The Duca,
yeah.
Dukes.
The Dukes.
Gotta love the Dukes.
Retiring cricket legend Alicia Healy has powered the Aussies into a huge win in her last ever one-dayer against India, scoring 158 off 98.
That is a belting.
What is going on there?
That is a good strike rate.
Why is she retiring? She's dominating.
Yeah, she's leaving at the top of her game. Of course, the daughter of Ian Healy, one of the most interesting batting stances in the crease. Really pushed his bum out.
Yep.
Yeah, it was quite prominent. So good on you, Alyssa, for overcoming that obstacle.
There you go. But she's only got, I think, 1 test left or something.
Oh, so she's still playing.
She's still playing. That's her last one day. She's on a retiring tour.
She thinks she's John Cena.
They are doing they're doing some kind of mixed format tournament with India or something.
Playing against like
2020
and stuff.
No. Mixed games.
Ah, gotcha.
But yeah, good on Alyssa Healy.
Yep. Okay. This is all you. F1 season is about to kick off. They're at the grid.
Oh, we don't have to spend much time on it. We'll be talking about it all day next week after Oscar Piastri wins the Melbourne Grand Prix. That's what it's all about. It's this Sunday, qualifying this Saturday, right here in Melbourne town. I'm absolutely pumped for it. It's a huge weekend of sport. Opening round F1, Jai Opetaia. I think that's on Monday, which is also a public holiday here in Victoria. So certainly something I'm not paying for, but I might head down to the Sporting Globe and check it out. But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped, Jules. I'm ready for OP31. I think that's his number to come on in, swoop in, do the Budgie Smugglers proud, do what he couldn't do last year, and win the championship. Dag, moment.
Yep, sure.
Cool.
Good. How come you're not going?
It's too expensive.
How much is a ticket to the? Is it like more than $100?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they do like an AO style. You can stand in a field and listen to it. and watch it on big screens, but you can't get in unless you're spending the big dosh.
I mean, growing up, I lived in Coburg for a period of time, and you could hear the cars from there. So
yeah, well, it's
if anyone wants to pay to come to Coburg.
Well, they've changed it all
my
to
mum's house.
it's
You'll hear it.
50% electric now. So that so that
Tesla.
sound that you would hear in Coburg doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it's basically the Tesla World Cup. Over to the AFL, which is kicking off this week, Jules. Do you have any big predictions that you want to throw out there? Because we've spoken about, we did a whole episode on it with Sam Zito, in which we covered roughly 0% of AFL and mostly talked about you just go, if you love talking about listening to someone talk about men in the shower for 45 minutes, that's the episode for you. But
we really didn't cover much football, did we?
Not at all.
I don't know if he actually ever really played.
We brought him in to talk about the AFL State of Origin, and he started talking about New South Wales Blues versus the Reds. So that's our fault. But any big thoughts on the AFL, Jules? Anything you want to throw out there, even if it's just selfishly from a Richmond point of view?
I reckon the rebound team this year, who will be a surprise packet, Melbourne.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, new coach, some fresh blood coming through there. I mean, losing to absolute jets, but from what I'm hearing, Stephen King's got a refreshed game plan and players are like up and about. Bit of good vibes in there. I think Gold Coast will also do very, very, very well this year. And
I've picked them in my top 2.
Yeah, I was going to say top 2.
Yeah. Saints top 6. I think you're right. Jack Steele. Melbourne have a rich history of picking up St Kilda players that couldn't get a game at St Kilda. So
wasn't he your captain?
He was the captain last year. We're talking big household names that really made a big impact at Melbourne. We're talking your Luke Dunstans, your Jack Billings, and now Jack Steele. So, but one name that might pop up is Max Heath, who's an absolute gun. Just a young ruckman that they've picked up to back up Maxi there. So he'll take over the reins when Maxi retires.
We got to have ruckman called Max.
I'll tell you what. Let's jump straight into Josh Giddey's stat of the week. It's back, Jules.
Oh yes, are we? Is it? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the random
Josh Giddey stat of the week is back. Josh Giddey has tied Scotty Pippen for the second most career triple doubles for the Chicago Bulls.
What?
Yes.
Already.
It's in the bag. He's only got one more name to chase down, and who was that?
Carlos Boozer.
I was hoping you'd do that. It's Michael Jordan. It is Jordan. So I think it's something like 15. Jordan.
I thought it was too obvious that it was going to be MJ. I was like, maybe it's not,
Every record that they have, he owns. So, but yeah, there you go. Josh Giddey's had a bit of a form slump. Got a bit of an injury, got a girlfriend, that hurts.
And the Bulls traded all of their big
every
guys.
Single player
every player's a guard.
They have for every guard in the world. Jonathan Kuminga's on fire. I don't know if you've been keeping that yet. Oh, wait, no, that's over at Atlanta, sorry. But yeah, so Josh Giddey had a good game. He's back in form and has, the second most career triple doubles ever for the Chicago Bulls. So yeah, he's pretty much, I would say, better than Scottie Pippen at this stage.
Probably a better bloke.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Get around the stills.
Yeah. Let's all right. So it's your turn this week.
Yeah, you've got to give me the...
Yep, I've got to give you the thing. And if you're unfamiliar, Get Around Us is, we need sponsorship for this. We've got listeners all over the world.
Myanmar!
We do. Myanmar, was it Luxembourg or Liechtenstein? One of them. One of those places. We've got listeners all throughout Asia, the United States, Africa's somewhere in, I think it was South Africa. But of course, huge audience in Australia.
Predominantly Australia, occasionally
New
Brisbane
Zealand
as well. Yeah, Auckland, tune in.
I tell you what, we had a lot of listeners in Queensland and Perth the last few weeks.
Saga.
How this works is each week
I'll tell you what,
alternate.
There's not a lot of listeners. Sorry, MSAC.
Yeah. The Harold Holt Memorial Pool, they don't like us. Stuff them. So how this works is each week, Stevie is having a seizure over there.
I saw a Midnight Oil concert live, not live, but on YouTube. And ever since, I've been flailing around like Peter Garrett. I've got a, what do you call it, a tick?
Yeah, can you show us the moves down the camera?
That kind of shit. You know it, you know.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm going to give him
my shoulder. We need a sponsorship by Elastoplast.
Physio. Okay, so I'm going to give Bradshaw a company or brand, and he's got to pitch them for 30 seconds to a minute, and then hopefully they will eventually sponsor us. Stevie B, are you ready?
I was born ready, baby.
This week's brand for Get Around Us is the toilet paper company Who Gives a Crap.
Oh, Who Gives a Crap? I couldn't think of a better thing to partner with the Budgie Smugglers than Who Gives a Crap, because you know who gives a crap about the Budgie Smugglers? People in Myanmar. That's who. People all over. We have been using cease and desists like toilet paper here, but we could use Who Gives a Crap as our sponsor, because we wipe up what everyone... I don't know. This is just... It's literally toilet humor. This is the worst get around us of all time. It's really thrown me, that one. I might have to start again and edit this part out. But if...
All right, we'll start it again. But we're gonna leave it in the audio and vision, but we're gonna do another one for the reels. And your Who Gets Around Us is Who Gives a Crap.
Oh, I tell you, Who Gives a Crap tells us about our Aussie athletes that are underrepresented on Sportscast. The Budgie Smugglers give a crap. That's who. We talk about all the Aussie athletes doing great things around the world, just like Who Gives a Crap doing great things for charity. They are helping people through their charity while we're wiping our asses. It's a subscription service. If you're subscribing to the Budgie Smugglers, we want you subscribing to Who Gives a Crap, the newest partner of the shittest podcast on the internet, the Budgie Smugglers. Get around us. Fucking sweating after that was so stupid. That was a good one.
My favorite is when you said subscription.
Subscription. If anyone, if everyone listening, because some people, we've had a couple of good ones where we're just off the cuff, sounded like we were like pitch. If you needed any further proof that we have no idea what the other person's going to say, just put that segment on repeat, because that was an absolute cluster. I'm going to have to think of something good for you next week. Oh, talking about shit. Here we go into our next segment, off-field antics. We've got a couple this week.
Oh, okay.
Too, so
all right.
I'll let you have the first one.
Oh, yes. And I mean, no one really cares about this, but we're doing it because one of them was once a pop star. Cody Simpson and Emma McKeon have broken up after 4 years together.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we have?
That's about all I've got to say on that matter. All right, I've got another off-field antics. So, former NRL star Todd Carney, most known for pissing into his own mouth in 2014, has had their second child with his partner. The name of their child? King Darrell Carney, Dulls.
I mean, I've always said there's not enough Darrells coming up.
That's true.
Darrells, Waynes, Keiths, Rogers.
King. First name King, second name Darrell.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was... I thought that was... I'm pretty sure that he won't legally be able to do that. Because there is a list of names that you can't do, and a monarch title is not allowed. So unless it's King Darrell, like hyphenated...
I'm not too sure, because my Crown Rewards card, because you need to play anything, you need a rewards card now. Get around this Crown Casino. Mine's Prince Stephen Bradshaw. Yeah. but I'm a huge Prince fan.
Yeah.
All the artists formerly known as.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan of
Yeah.
No. Cut that out.
Mm.
But yeah. But yeah, so we'll see if we can legally do that. But is that not the most bogan thing you've ever seen?
I mean, it's definitely up there. I mean, I used to have a bit on stage about a kid called Rhapsody.
Yes.
And
Famous
Rhapsody,
bit.
yeah, had like 10 siblings, all with bizarre names. Like there was Pharaoh, Calypso, D'Artagnan, and a few others. And
D'Artagnan's pretty badass,
D'Artagnan,
actually.
yeah, from the Three Musketeers.
He was the fourth one.
Yeah. I'm not officially a musketeer until right towards the very end.
Yeah, true.
But I remember doing a show in Bendigo for He Who Shall Not Be Named. And after the gig, this guy in the audience is like, oh, you're talking about, I think their name was like the Smiths or the Andersons or something. I was like, and then he reeled off all of the names because he went to school with them because they were from a school in Bendigo.
Of course. There you go.
King Darrell. I want to know who Darrell is.
It's a good mix.
Darrell. King Darrell.
King Darrell. Braithwaite or Summers?
Yeah, probably.
Top 5 Darrells.
Yeah, you got Darrell Poole, who played for Port Power.
Okay.
There was a guy in my year at high school called Darrell.
Yep.
Darrell.
That's the 4th most popular Darrell.
Yep. He wasn't that popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was probably the 6th most popular of the 4 that I know.
It is a good nickname though, Dazza. You get Dazza.
Yeah.
With Darrell.
Yep.
Speaking of top 5 stores, do you have a top 5?
I do have a top 5. It is my top 5 shows I used to love watching as a kid.
Oh, don't look under that trap door. Is that in there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
But that, yeah, it could have been in there. Now there's a few different ways I thought about doing this. I'm not going to cheat, all right? Because I could have cheated by putting Agro's Cartoon Connection and Cheese TV.
But they were mixtapes, basically.
Yeah, getting a lot of shows, even though Agro in particular was absolute elite.
Have you, and for our listeners out there, just Google it, Agro's Outtakes?
Oh, it is.
It is wild. There's a bit of Prince Andrew about
He's
Agro.
a bit, how you going?
Yeah.
A bit, how's your father?
Look that up, though. It's bloody hilarious.
Yep. All right. Coming in at number 5.
Yes.
Double Dare.
Never heard of it.
Man, it was like a quiz game show sort of thing. They had this massive obstacle course. They'd get slimed.
Yes, I remember that. Double Dare on Nickelodeon.
Yep. But it was on like normal TV back in the day as well.
Double Dare. Wow. Okay, so we're going right back to when you're really little.
Yep. Coming in at number 4.
Yep.
Round the Twist.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Iconic theme song.
Yep.
You know, if you've ever felt like this. Coming in at number 3, the Samurai Pizza Cats.
Oh, hell yeah.
They've got more fur than any turtle ever had. Coming in at number 2, the best game show ever. I wish they did an adult version and brought it back now.
Sailor Century.
Amazing with James Sherry.
That's kind of what I was thinking of when you were talking about Double Dare. I got the two confused, but Amazing was amazing.
Oh, and like, you know, you had they were playing Bubsy on Super Nintendo. They had the big keyboard. You know, they're running through the maze to get the letters.
Was that
James Sherry, yeah, to get a Game Boy at the end.
Yep.
The number 1 show that I watched as a kid, of course, there is no peer. It stands alone. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Great call. Great call. One of the few cartoons that transitioned into a successful live action movie as well.
The first one in particular is the best one. It's a bit darker.
Yeah, had the green cassette tape.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah. Oh, do you still have it?
I still got that. And then apparently, so I went in a deep dive the other day, and apparently,
so you do research for the TV show.
Well, it wasn't about this.
No,
I was just doing my own research.
Being somewhat facetious.
Yeah. And apparently the execs didn't like how dark it was, and so that's why the next movie, Secret of the Ooze, which came out like 12 months later, it was such a quick turnaround, but it was very like like popcorn, lollipop sort of vibe because they wanted it to sell more toys. Even
Vanilla
though
rice.
the OG, way better. Go Ninja, Ninja, go.
That first TMNT was I watched that so many times.
Iconic.
Great list.
Yep.
Great list. Speaking of lists, I've got the power rankings.
Oh, here we go. I'm just going to get my inbox open.
Get ready. Get ready. KFC Coburg orders coming through. All right. Top 10 Aussie athlete power rankings for the week. We're week 1 of March. One of the biggest weeks in Australian sport. Coming in at number 10. 4 goals, 30-odd possessions in a practice match. Nazaya Wanganeen-Malera.
In a practice match.
In a practice match. I watched it. It was insane. There were people freaking out. Ken Hinckley has said he's overtaken Nick Dacos as the best player in the league. He's just some of the stuff he was doing was unbelievable. Just like in our mate number 9, holding on into the top 10, still putting up numbers, coming off the bench. Our mate Jock Landale for the Atlanta Hawks.
The big strap.
The big strap at number 8. He's the fastest man in Australia. It's Gout Tools. Goat. Number 7, he has the second most triple doubles in Chicago Bulls history. It's Josh Giddey. In number 7, at number 6, he's about to become the first ever Zuffa boxing champion in any division, but importantly for the Cruiserweight division, it's Jai Opetaia. Number 5, it is Hannah
Gadsby.
Putting green machine in regulation, a.k.a. the Hulk, a.k.a. Greenie, Hannah Green, for winning the women's golf championship in Singapore. At number 4, the retiring great, maybe the goat, is she the goat of women's cricket, Australian cricket, Alyssa Healy? She'll have to be close, and
she'd be up there.
She'd be up there. It is Alyssa Healy for just smacking the Indians around in her last ever one day. In number 3, another goat, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, the current featherweight champion, excuse me, it's late. In number 2, it's his week. His game is in town for the only time this year. It's Oscar Piastri's week up in number 2. He's all over the news. He's got his own store that I walk past every day. It's pretty cool on South Bank. If you're in the F1 merch, get down there. And in number 1, leading our girls in a victory over those bloody Filipinos, kicking a goal for the first time in a couple of years, just peaking into form at the right time for the Asia Cup. Maybe the first time at the top of the power rankings. I don't know how, because she's a goat. We've been talking about her since the very first episode. It's Sam Kerr.
Yes, on your Curry.
Well done, Curry. That is it for the show.
What gigs you got on this week, Stevie B?
Tomorrow night, you can see me at the Forum Theatre watching Mariachi El Bronx and the Bronx. I'm pretty pumped for that. But no, I don't have any gigs. I've got a very busy week. I got my birthday coming up. I'll be watching sport. I don't think I've got a single booked gig. If I do and I don't turn up, I apologize. I'm sure you'll remind me at some stage.
Is that sold out, that gig?
No, might be able to get a ticket.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are they doing both?
They're doing the Bronx and Mariachi El Bronx.
Oh, that's good. Big fan. Big fan. Tomorrow night.
I'll let you know because...
what time does it start?
Great question. These are all great questions, as always on the Budgie Smugglers. But yeah, I'll let you know because my poor partner's ill with the flu. Oh, so I might have a ticket for you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Tomorrow night I have an early show at the Golden Gate Hotel, the comedy festival warm up.
Yes.
I'll be on with Richard Stubbs, Rachel Hornbuckle, Gav Baskerville, and Marcus the Darkness Ryan. He doesn't call himself that, but
I was about to say what.
That's what I'm going to call him
Yep.
forever from now on. And then Wednesday night, I am in Albury. Playing
course you are.
somewhere. I can't remember the name of the place. It's sold out. You can't come. Thursday night, I'm at Wagga Wagga, or Wagga, as everyone calls it. And that's at the boat shed. There might be a couple of tickets left, maybe. I haven't checked. And then Friday, I'm in Canberra. That one is sold out. Those shows are with Jared Gowndry. Tell you, last time we were in Wagga, it was one of the rowdiest, loosest, but like too far gone shows. So during I did like 20 minutes at the top, and in the first 3 to 5 minutes, there was half a dozen pint glasses that got smashed.
Oh boy.
Then this last week when I was in the Northern Territory, one of those guys came up to us. He's like, "Hey, do you remember me from the Wagga show? I was dressed as like a furry or something and smashed all the glasses." And I'm like, "I do remember." Anyway, it was so intense that during Gowndry's set, he looked at me at the back of the room for like, "What do I do?" Because it was wild. So that's there. And then that's all I've got. I've got a wedding on the weekend, so I'm stepping away from the tour for the weekend to go to Beechworth.
I too will be in Wagga Wagga, but that's on the 20th and the 21st of March.
On the 20th, I'm going to see Gyroscope.
If you can't get tickets to see this guy and you're in Wagga Wagga, Lizzie Who and a few others.
Is that Dane's room at the...
Yeah, I think so. So if you can't tell, I haven't been as organised as normal lately. But you've been organised. If you listen to us for this long, we appreciate you. Please, if you're not already, subscribe, like, share, tell your friends. We appreciate it. Send us a message. Send us your questions. We love that. We always read them out when we remember to.
Come and say hi to us at gigs.
Oh, that's always nice.
Not the message afterwards, because it's like, "Oh, I saw you. I wanted to say hi, but I didn't love the pod." Blah blah. Come up and say g'day. Like we're all about it. So.
Absolutely. That's it.
Otherwise, that's it. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See yous.